Durant. Then it's James. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard spot. And for Chicago, we've got Derrick Rose. LeBron James is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Harden in at the two-guard. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
SGA doesn't rely on the three to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Curry's checked in for James, and so he makes both from the line.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Jokic with his screen on Harden. And Jokic throws it down.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
Rose against Curry. Bucket is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical too? Wow.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Derrick Rose. And it's Doncic missing. James has a two-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Now Curry. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with the screen on Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Curry. Off target with his three. And it's Harden with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 1. Fires from deep. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And a wide open look for James. Oh, good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them.
And that one's good. Durant.
Putting on a clinic tonight. Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Here's Rose. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Doncic dishes to Curry. Pass to KD. Jacks up a 3. And it's Doncic missing. Chicago leading. Stolen by Durant. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Now Curry doing it again. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Edwards, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's ball in for Derrick Rose.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
James finds Booker. Over Edwards. No good from Booker. And Chicago has possession. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. 1:06 left in the first quarter. James, the pass to Booker. Here's Jokic. James outside. Pass to Curry. Rocket 6. Jokic with the screen on Ball. No good from Durant. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
So it's the visitors now. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
James sets the screen for Curry. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Edwards going inside. Sweet little floater.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
And here is Curry. He's got 6. Pass to Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line for the away team, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 8 seconds left in the first. Irving for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On to Tacumba out there with Edwards. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying it while we can.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Here's Doncic. Still yet to score. Davis with a screen on Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Curry. Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Pass to Doncic. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Doncic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Rose, he's checked in for Curry. Chicago leading by 6. Outside Rose. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Edwards. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic feeling it out. Davis with a screen on Rose. And here's Doncic from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
James with it. Scoreless thus far. Doncic outside. Over Edwards. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Luka Doncic.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Rose. Back to Robinson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Curry passes to Davis. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Chicago leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
Here's Curry. He's got 6. James outside. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Chicago. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
1:39 left to play in the first half. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Chicago making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Robinson. James comes in for Edwards. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. James kicks to Curry. Left side, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Tenacious on the inside. Davis great at getting interior positioning and then capitalizing.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Here's Bitadze. James covering. Rose in the post. Curry meets him. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Curry. Over Rose. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 8 points.
A solid facilitator. It helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
And Rose, an absolute assassin when he strings together moves like that.
"19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rose against Curry. Durant in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 5 points in the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And so it's Chicago, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run. They're measuring up that shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kind of like what Rose has done in this one so far.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's Ball. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. You've got Durant. Stephen Curry's out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Doncic, and it's Jokic in at the 5. Now here's Durant, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. From about 19 feet, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Chicago leading by 9, and here's James outside. James cooking from deep.
Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
LeBron's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Outside Curry. Doncic against James, right at the free throw line, and that one's good. Doncic has got 7 points.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside Durant. Pass to Curry. The 3. They grabbed their own miss. Inside is Jokic territory.
And I know Jokic doesn't have the quickest feet or the most hops, but just outstanding at reading where a missed shot might land.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chicago making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Robinson. Harden comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Rose in for Ball. Now here's Rose. He's got 10. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Doncic passes to Durant. And here is Curry. Pass to Doncic. From outside, off the mark. Chicago leading by 11. The 3 from Harden. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Harden's got 8 points.
And not a lot of limit to what the lefty can do. James Harden from deep.
Curry deciding where to go with it. KD's shot is off. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 shots.
And Rose drops them both.
And you got to love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And finished off by KD.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Durant. Here's Chicago. At one point, they led by 16. Rose. And finished off by Rose.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
Now, here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Booker inside, guarded by Harden. And the rejection by Harden. Floats it up for Rose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Chicago making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Edwards comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Rose, that's good.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Here's Curry, following the score by Derrick Rose. Durant way outside. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from...
Oh,
my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. No good. Great D that time from James. Chicago leading by 15. Outside Rose. And he drives in. And Rose throws it down hard.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, and he'll throw it down on your head.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a screen on Irving. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Chicago. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden out there with LaMelo Ball. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Edwards. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Davis setting the pick for Curry. Shoots over Ball. Curry's shot is off. Chicago leading by 17. The drive by Ball. And Davis sends it back.
What an impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
The 3 from Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With the teardrop. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The drive-by ball, and Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Curry with the bounce pass. Over in the corner, Edwards. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. Shoots it. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Edwards. Second chance shot. Goes up again. Launches a three. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Chicago making some changes. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for James Harden. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ball. So it's the visitors now. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. It's stolen by Edwards. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Jokic sets the screen for Curry. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. On its way from Rose for 2. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Here's Curry. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. Free throw line jump shot. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Doncic outside. Durant kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointer is off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Pass to Jokic. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. From about 19 feet. And it's Durant missing. Chicago with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Edwards. And he makes good on the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Edwards gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Doncic outside. That one goes in.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Here's Rose. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Driving to the basket. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Batadze. Here's Rose. Basket good. Rose has got 30.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Derrick Rose.